this is Brooke-Sidney from Bella and the Babe, and today I thought I would just pop in briefly to share some exciting things that I learned. Yesterday I had the privilege of attending a workshop called Manifesting Miracles by Lana Schaeffler. It was held at her beautiful home in the Los Angeles area, and it was amazing. So there were numerous things that I took away from the workshop, but I think one of the main things that I learned for myself that I thought maybe other people could benefit from, especially if they have a similar intense, hardworking, determined, ambitious personality, like I consider myself to have, is the idea of self-soothing before problem solving. So what that essentially means is that instead of, when a problem happens, instead of immediately saying, let me go into problem solving mode, let me figure out A, what's wrong, and B, what are my options to solve it, and then C, let's get this stuff done quickly to get the problem away. What I realized and what Lana shared was that we're not solving the problem necessarily from the right space, or as I like to think about it, kind of from our higher self or our most true self. And kind of what I mean by that is that often when we get into problem solving mode, especially when we are immediately struck with a problem, we're kind of in a zone outside of ourselves. We're not in our zone of genius because, quite frankly, it's a problem or a challenge because it's showing us contrast in our life. It's something that we didn't anticipate, or we weren't ready for, or we don't have the answer right now. But once we get into our zone, be that through soothing, which is what Lana had mentioned, which is genius, we're able to get back into the flow. We're able to get back into the alignment. We're able to make decisions and talk about options and choices, and then things like miracles or things like intuition or divine downloads, however you want to look at it, they start appearing. The problem then starts looking like play. It starts looking like, oh my goodness, this gives me an opportunity to manifest A or B, or wow, it really wasn't that big of a problem after all. I just really love the idea of soothing first. And I guess to provide a little bit of clarity around that, soothing is basically anything that you find makes you feel better. So that could be, like for me, going to the movies, getting a manicure or pedicure. For some people it might be reading a spiritual text like the Bible, or, you know, if you're Buddhist, perhaps meditating or chanting, getting together with a girlfriend, or it could be going to sleep. The law of attraction, Abraham Hicks often says that's how you slow the momentum. You just go take a nap. So whatever mechanism works best for you to self-soothe, and you should figure it out and write those things down so when these problems and challenges occur, you have this list on the ready to implement. So the idea again is that before you dig into solving the problem, you self-soothe so you can get yourself in a better space for coming up with new ideas and allowing the universe and spirit and the divine to work through you, because now you're in a place that you're receptive and you're allowing and you can hear these awesome ideas. So that's really the long and short of it. I thought that the lesson was incredibly helpful because, you know, hey, I get a problem and then I try to attack it. I just go after it. But I know that when I have given myself time to process, have a little fun, and then come back to it, I'm usually in a much better place. So I just encourage all of you mamas out there to give this a shot. I'd love to hear how it works for you. I'd love to hear if you've already done this in the past. Any other ideas that you have related to self-soothing, taking care of yourself, and problem solving. Until next time, love and light. This is Brooke-Sidney with Bella and the Babe. Take care.